Okay, this is one of our plots here, 2 weeks after I planted it. You can see how well it's taken in. More importantly than that, if I look right here, deer footprint, deer footprint, deer footprint, deer footprint, deer footprint. So that's good. Let's have a look at the other one up here. These two are side by side. Look at right here. Deer prints. Real soft because it's been such heavy rain last couple of days. All my rivers are flooded. I haven't been able to fish. Canals are flooded. There we go. It's coming up really good. Oh, here again, look. Deer footprint there. They're easy to see in the soft mud. There's a deer footprint there. Another one right there. So yeah, these plots came up really well. Another one just at my foot. See if there's any back here. Ground is so soft, it's really muddy. You can see this. The plot here really took off well. Look at it. It's going to thicken out nice, I think. Real pleased with that. Very pleased with that. Plot on the edge of the corn, that's really filling in nice. You see the deer here starting to break the corn. Actually, you can see now I'm already starting to get cobs on there. If I switch the camera around quickly, you can see in a 2-week period how quickly the corn has grown. Look at it now. Remember before when I started this little project that it wasn't just barely up to my head. You can see here the husks starting to come out, some of them out too. I remember when they planted cornfields years ago where you could actually walk between the rows of corn. You can't do that now because they plant, if you look here, they plant them so close together, you can't move through it. It's so thick, you're constantly pushing them out of the way. You used to be able to walk right down them, but not anymore. Of course, it's a increased yield per acre. So they used to plant them in straight rows. Now they kind of zigzag them. They plant them much closer together, but you can see what I mean. Look how much it grew in 2 weeks. Of course, it's had perfect growing conditions. We've had super heavy rain. You can see the ground is saturated now. Whereas when I started this, it was bone dry. It was like desert. So I planted these plots just at the right time. I got lucky. I just got very lucky. The West here has had really, really hot weather. In Texas and Arizona, 115, 114 degrees. And then here we've had a lot of flooding on the East Coast. We've had lots of flooding and rain and torrential flash flood rain, really bad. But that's one of the issues dealing with the outdoors is fighting the weather. You always got to do that. This is a spot here I had set up as a mineral lick. Today it's really wet. It's usually soft, but it's usually not this waterlogged. But as you can see here, I mean, it is loaded with deer tracks, loaded with it. I had put a salt block in here maybe a month ago. It's gone. It wasn't a salt, it was a mineral block, so it probably contained a lot of salt too, but it had different additives and stuff in it too. You can see here too, I use a mineral liquid, just a pour out liquid. I think the trick with those is not to use too much of it, because if the ground gets saturated with it, the deer won't use it. You can see here where, like I said, the mineral block is completely gone, so they'll lick the tree and they'll drink the water and lick the ground here from where, around where the minerals are. Just additives, to help the antler growth and stuff like that. Keep the deer healthy. Do not hunt around these. Always leave these in sanctuary areas where nobody's gonna. You can see in here it's super thick, so it's well hidden. I only come in here maybe once a month to put some additive down, put some freshen up the site. Occasionally I'll take some trail camera pictures and stuff in here. But like I said, you can see the deer really use this spot a lot. Well, you can see here, even these two other little plots I had, and these little corn gaps here. It's after taking off. Same on this side. You can see it up in mine here. Just a little bit. See? Just like that. You see here that where the tree overhangs the field. So the corn won't grow in here anyway. That's why they don't seed it. They don't waste their seed on it. Same with this spot here. You can see there's a big gap in the corn here. But it also gives the deer a sheltered place to feed. Of course, like I said, this is just a variety in diet. It's not a matter of attracting them with food. The deer are already here. This is an agricultural farm, so the deer are already here eating everything else. This just varies their diet. It'll also give them something to concentrate on. Hopefully, if it weathers the ice and the snow, it'll give them something to eat during the winter time when all the crops are gone. Those plots should still stay there, so it can be good for late season, especially late muzzleloader here. It goes into January, which is usually off, you know, everything is covered in snow and ice by then. All right, couple more jobs to do, trimming trees, and we'll get home. And this is why you check your tree stands pre-season. See the bolt rusted off. I'll change this one too, because it holds your foot platform on there. As you can see, rusted away. So, see, I have a good view from up here. This is going to be an archery stand too, or handgun stand maybe. You got converging deer trails underneath it, from this side, edge of the corn here. Hopefully, are you waiting under tree stands again? You know that's dangerous. You know tree stands mean trouble, and you have to wear your safety harness. I'm coming right down. Don't worry, okay? You can't guard me up in the tree stand. But yeah, you can see that I'm leaving this cover in front of me here. So hopefully the deer will work along this trail, along the edge of the field here. Along this way, down where storage is there. And down this way. I'll come in from behind this way. We'll see. I'm going to put a trail camera in here and see if there's any activity. There's a lot of trails coming in and out of the woods here. So we'll see. I don't know where you can see it or not. I'm going to try to zoom in. A deer right under the tree. See it right there. She might have a fawn. She's laying in the shade of the tree right there. She probably has a fawn somewhere in the corn there. I hope you can see her. She's sitting right in the shadow. Oh, there she goes. Yeah, there's the little fawn behind her. Right there they go. Only one fawn, I don't see two. Well, that's good to see. A lot of times they have twins. I only seen one fawn though. I did find a little fawn dead in the field over here a couple weeks ago. I videoed that, I showed you that. Maybe it was hers. Look at that deer trail. Like a pavement. I'm just sitting right in it. Do the camouflage. You're blending in pretty good there. What are you wearing, mossy oak? Yeah, you can see the way it goes all the way down. Actually, you can see rubs on trees all the way down through here. It's a good spot. Okay, we see our turkey under the tree down there in the distance. It's 33 yards. I'm gonna see if we can get him with our crossbow here. I have a luminoff on it, so you should be able to see the arrow fly. Okay, here's our rig here. It's a Barnett Quad 400 crossbow. Saying. Just sighting it in to make sure that it's on. It's very hot today. You see I have a little scope on the top here. It's a 2-power. And it's got multi-reticles on the inside of it then. Let's see if I can get you a shot of that. You might be able to see the reticles there on it. You can see the way there's multiple lines in the scope. There's the turkey just at the top of it there. That gives you your distance markers. 30, 40, 50, 60. All right, here we go. Just watch for the luminoc. Hopefully it finds its mark. This is at 32, 33 yards. So I'm gonna use my first ring. Ooh, that got him. Down he went. Let's go down and see where we hit him. Well, I would say that is a kill shot. 10 ringed him. Now I gotta get my arrow out of there. Or my bolt, should I say. That was a good shot. See that I have the arrow out of it a little bit more. You can see I got it right in the edge of the 10. These targets are handy for target practice. Also handy if you're hunting with a crossbow and you need to unload it, you can shoot a bolt off into it. I have a bolt that I shoot into the ground. It's like a solid fiberglass shaft, so it won't break. So to some of the newer bows now you can decock though. That's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. I might take it back 10 more yards and see what we can do there. Okay, quick stop after work here. I like what I see here. This is a month later, month after planting these. It's August 10th, I think. So as you can see, my ryegrass filled out nice. The clover came up nice. Yeah, it's thickening up nicely now. I'm gonna check the rest of them and see what we got. You can see here under the stand, this was all bare. I mean, it was completely bare because they had sprayed it when they went to plant the, you can see right next to me here, the soybean here. They had actually sprayed the field to kill all the grass and stuff. You can see the edge of it here where everything is dead underneath the soybean. They sprayed the whole edge of it. And so what I did was I planted seeded over it all the way up to the corner here. This is all ryegrass and clover. 3 weeks ago, that was bare dirt. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. I'm pleased with that. That came up really well. Down by the pond too, it all grew. All right, let's go check my other plots and check my other camera cord to see if we got any action on that. Corn here. Look at that. Looks like brassicas and radishes with the ryegrass in between there then. That really came up well. That really came up well. See the corn now, way over my head now. Look at that, look how thick it is. That's really nice. That's really nice. All right, let's check the other one. Success. Look how nice and thick it is. Again, more brassicas and the ryegrass. Had a couple of bits of weed grass in there, but let's check this one. See deer footprints. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, I could not be more pleased with that result. That's beauty. Hopefully the deer really start using them. I moved a, oh yeah, there's deer print right there. Another deer print right there. That's good. Nice. Okay, gonna check with my camera I moved up here. I already seen deer sign along this trail, so I'd be interested to see if they're using the trail. You see here where look at they're pulling corn cobs down already. There's 3 of them here. Oh, look it. All gone. They eat the tops right off of it. That's the most softest part. Then they leave it. A lot of times the coons will eat these too, but the coons will eat the whole thing. They'll, you know, the deer chew the tops right off of it. All right, let's see what this other camera has to say. Coming up to it right now. That's funny. I got to the spot here where my camera is. It's right here. And there was a deer standing right there, about 10 feet from it. It's out in the soybean field on the other side of it now. That's a good sign for me. That's a good sign. Well, this is very interesting. And under my stand, fox prints, fox prints, fox prints. That's a good sign for me too. I seen a little set of right there fawn prints. They're little, tiny, the tiniest little deer prints I've ever seen. Those are really small. It's interesting to see the fox prints there. It's a much bigger deer there. You know they're big when you can see their dew claws. You see, yeah, there's those little fawn prints right there. There's a line of them right there. It's still really wet in here. You can see we've had a lot of rain. Look at the whole path is waterlogged here. What's that? Might be squirrel messing around in the mud. Here again is fox. My old buddy the fox coming to see me again. I might be possum. This one here is on the back side of a deer footprint there. So the deer use these trails here. There's one trail here, there's another trail here. You see how thick everything is, and it's hot as hell in here too. Alright, time for me to go home. You see I'm walking through the soybeans here. Hey, soybeans on both sides. Looking to see if there's any deer out. I don't see any though. Corn behind me, soybean, soybean, then there's more corn, and then there's more corn and more soybean. On the other side, more corn. As you can see, like I said, those food plots are pretty much redundant for food value on a late season, but it just gives the deer variety in their diet. Something that might attract them, you have to remember too, is that where I am, and I am completely surrounded by other farms across the highway there. There's another 1,000 acres of farmland. To this side of me, there's another 1,000 acres of farmland. So the idea is to keep the deer on this property where I'm going to see them. That's the biggest problem. There's a big woods across the street here. If I go, say 700 or 800 yards that way, there's 8,000 or 9,000 acres of state game land. lots of cover, heavy, heavy mountain cover, mountain laurel trees, hardwoods, pines, everything. So the deer have a lot of area to roam. Yeah, they have a lot of area to roam. But those plots were 100% success. Like I said, even if they only use them late season, that's good enough for me. You see the soybeans starting to come out. Right here, you can see them. There's your edamame right there, the start of it. Tons of soybeans. All right, time to go home. Till next time.